Right, well, look, there you go. Scream 7 is back on track with Neve Campbell returning. That's the news. That's the headline. What do we think straight away? And then we'll get into the other stuff.
Okay, this was
More
the
detail.
only way that this film was going to work because, like, everybody else, like, fucked off. So, and for good reason. I mean, I don't normally curse, guys, but that's actually what happened. Everybody else was like, nah, bye. So they had to bring her back. I'm sure they wrote her a giant check. She still looks great, especially for her age, and I'm stoked. I think this will probably be it, though. I think 7 will be it. They'll have to reboot from ground up if they want to do it anymore. And here's the weird thing. It's 20 years old. Can you believe that? Scream's been around for 20 years. And, oftentimes Tom will refer to this as the franchise that killed horror films. And that might be true, but I've always appreciated at least the first couple I really enjoyed. And I'm glad she's back. So I'll be watching this and I'll do a review. So there you go.
All right. Yeah, well, we'll get into the meat of it anyway. So in a dramatic turn of events, Neve Campbell is returning. Fucking stupid thing. Returning to the world of Scream. It does this every now and then. I don't understand what does it either. The latest twist for a franchise that just several months ago appeared to be on the ropes, blah, blah, blah. Campbell's return is particularly noteworthy as she sat out Scream 6 over a salary dispute with producer Spyglass, which that is interesting. I mean, they're screwed, basically. She can ask whatever she wants. There ain't no salary dispute now. They're like, what do you want? She's like, yes. How much do you want? Yes. All of it, basically. So Campbell announced on Instagram that in addition to her return, franchise godfather Kevin Williamson will direct, because obviously the director parted ways as well. So Williamson is the creator of the franchise, penning the script to Wes Craven's original, as well as Scream 2, Scream 4, Guy Busick, who wrote 2022 Scream and Scream 6, will take over writing duties from James Vanderbilt, who is busy directing the feature Nuremberg. So, I mean, that's interesting. Interesting that sort of a franchise veteran is coming back. I mean, look, I just going to go out and say it. I didn't care about these new films, these Scream films, by the way. Just laying it down. All right. I understand some people are really excited about it. You do you enjoy it. I thought they went beyond parody at that point because they were supposed to be a parody of scary movies. That was the whole, that was the whole kind of point of it all. And then they sort of became a parody of themselves, which I think lost some of its. I think it veered too far away from what Wes Craven very clearly intended with the property. So that was my, that's why I didn't care much for them, quite frankly. But hey, look, Scream fans, you're excited. I'm not gonna piss on your Cheerios for that. Piss on your parade. Cool, I guess. I mean, good.
Well, and again, I mean, and I did misspeak. Okay, it should have said it was well over 20 years old, nearly 30, because the first one was in '96. But I enjoyed Scream 1 and 3, and I thought
someone here that's going to be really excited.
And I thought 4 was okay. Now, Tom hates Scream.
All right.
Don't you, Tom?
Well, he might be excited. Tom,
big fella.
Is he dead?
I don't hate Scream. I do agree that it did ruin the horror films. The first 4 are great.
Yeah.
I think 5 and 6 should be wiped off the face of the earth. That I agree with. I predicted this. I said this was going to happen. I said they were going to go after Neve.
They did.
And as I said, she'll now be able to ask for whatever she wants. So they'll be wishing that they just offered her an extra few $1 million the last time out.
Yeah, I think so.
True. And what did you say about Kevin Williamson? Is he coming back too, or?
Yeah, he's gonna be directing it.
I hope he totally disregards the last 2.
So Williamson is the creator of the franchise, blah, blah, blah. So yeah, Kevin will direct it. But he's not writing it, but he's going to be directing it.
I see.
That's so exciting.
Yeah.
No, they totally need to disregard those last 2 movies. In fact, they should start this movie with Dewey still alive.
Yeah. Well, everybody left.
It was all a dream.
Yeah, maybe.
It was just a terrible, terrible dream.
Yeah. Well, I mean, come on. I mean, you have the daughter of the original killer who is now the hero, and she talks to her ghost dad.
Yeah, I didn't like it. I mean,
They're-
I've gone on record and said I didn't like those films. I thought they were terrible. But
And he basically is sitting there like, "You go, girl," and all this other shit. And I'm just like, what the fuck am I watching? Sorry for the language, but yeah. I mean,
yeah, it's not. They're not my cup of tea. They're not my at all. They're not my cup of tea at all. But sure, fine. I mean, you like him. It is whatever. From a business perspective, though, they really did screw themselves because they should have just offered her what she wanted.
Yeah.
How old is she now?
She's got to be at least 10 or more years older than I am. So she's got to be pushing in her 50s somewhere.
Yeah, I think she is in her 50s. But
Not bad.
She's probably
Good
closer to
innings.
Culture's age, yeah.
Yeah.
And look, I mean, Matthew Lillard is still like my favorite dude.
Scream, baby.
Mm.
I got to talk to him.
He's so cool.
Well, there you go. Anyway, there you go. Anything else to add on this?
I mean, I guess the interest that I had for another sequel went up maybe 5 to 10%, but it was already like a negative 500. So, like, I mean,
not very then.
Not very, no.
All right. Well, there you go. There you go. We'll shuffle on now. Sorry, Tom. I didn't realize the time zones had changed for you, buddy. So I do apologize there, chap.